What's up guys? If you're new to music production, you're probably looking for a small MIDI controller keyboard to help you create music. Today, I've got 4 options that you should consider. All these keyboards have 25 keys and help you control your sound, but they also have unique features that make each one of them special. I'm going to cover things like price, feel, portability, and software included. You'll find links to purchase these keyboards in the description below. Let's get started. Let's take a look at Akai and Arturia first, because they're at the same price point of $100. These 2 keyboards pack a lot of features for the price. They've got mini keys, knobs, buttons, and pads, but while you look at them, consider this. What are you really gonna use? If you like creating and modifying your own sounds, especially from vintage synths, buy the Arturia Minilab Mkii for $100. This keyboard comes with Ableton Live Lite, so if you're new to music production, you'll get the software that you need to start creating music. Sound design on the Arturia Minilab Mkii is a dream. It's got 16 encoder knobs. 16! And these are programmable to any plugin, but they're best used with Arturia's synths and keyboard sounds. In fact, this keyboard comes with Analog Lab, 21 keyboards and synths with the best presets from Arturia's V collection. The Minilab helps you find these sounds really easily and design them with ease. Here's some other things to note. It gives you hardware control of Ableton plugins and third-party plugins. This works really well for Ableton plugins and Native Instruments plugins. It feels really well made and it's pretty portable. The downside is the pads don't feel great and they're kind of small. This is where I prefer the Akai. If you want to do more finger drumming, buy the Akai MPK Mini for $100. The pads feel better with more natural sensitivity compared with the Arturia. They're also bigger, which is great when using 2 fingers on one pad. You'll like the note repeat button and the arpeggiator button as well. It's really nice to have those hardware buttons for live performance, but also just on-the-fly inspiration. The thumbstick is an interesting replacement for the pitch and modulation wheels. It worked better than expected, but I found myself accidentally modifying both at the same time. The keys are mini for sure. If you've got big fingers, it may take some time getting used to them. I'm not impressed with the included software compared with the other keyboards in this comparison. It comes with Hybrid 3 by Air and Sonavox Wobble, but the others have really nice instruments included, and some even include a DAW. The build quality feels a little cheap, but the upside is that it's really lightweight. The Arturia keyboard feels a lot more solid. Before we get to the next 2, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the like button if you like what you're seeing. You'll find tons of videos on my channel featuring new gear, plugins, and production tips. Alright, up next is the A25 from Native Instruments. If you're ready to dive into the deep end of virtual instruments, and if you need to prepare to deal with a massive number of plugins and presets, buy the Komplete Kontrol A25 keyboard for $160. The A25 is fully integrated with Native Instruments. This means you can easily find and audition thousands of sounds by Native Instruments, Arturia, Yuhi, Output, Contact Libraries, and other NKS-compatible plugins. The keys feel really high quality. These aren't mini keys like the others. You've got the tiny screen that's taken from a 1980s Casio calculator watch. The screen is small for sure, and I find myself looking at the computer screen more than this one, but the screen is really not the selling point of this keyboard. The A25 works well with lots of plugins through the Komplete Kontrol software, allowing you to use the 8 knobs to manipulate sounds and create your own. The whole thing feels really solid. It comes with some nice instruments including the Gentleman, Monarch, Reactor Prism, and Scarby Mark I. and it's got dedicated DAW controls. However, this thing is pretty big. It's the biggest of these four. I mean, it doesn't even fit in this camera view, and it's definitely not going to fit in your backpack. Another issue I have is that the buttons are really loud. It also doesn't have drum pads like the Arturia and the Akai. Okay, lastly, if you're looking for a second keyboard with amazing expressiveness, buy the Seaboard Block for $300. The expressive feel of the Seaboard Block is something you need to experience. This keyboard feels modern, almost alien, like something I never knew I needed, but now I can't live without. However, it doesn't really help you out with your DAW experience or with other plugins, and it's expensive compared with the others. For that reason, I think it's best as a second keyboard. Now, it looks pretty simple, but there are several features you don't see. It's wireless for one, with Bluetooth that works really well. It also works with mobile devices, especially well with GarageBand on iOS. It comes with some nice sounds that really lend themselves well to the expressiveness of these keys. It does surprisingly well with the expressiveness of instruments in GarageBand and Logic, but Ableton doesn't like it very much. You'll be spending a lot of time setting up Ableton to take the Seaboard to its full potential. All right, so all of these keyboards can be set up to control plugins in your DAW pretty easily, except for the Seaboard Block. So which is my current favorite? It's the Native Instruments Komplete Kontrol A25, and here's why. I've been producing music and YouTube videos for a while now, and I've collected tons of plugins. Finding sounds is difficult, and the A25 makes my workflow faster. Speed is a priority for me. But is it for you? Whatever you choose, I'm here to help. If you've got a question, put it in the comments below. Click the like button if you like this video, and subscribe for more videos on music gear. Keep making the music that you love, and I'll see you guys later.